Welcome to another episode of Rolotech Sports Health and Fitness Podcast. Today we're going to record episode 23, and then we're going to put out some shorts of our drop-in basketball. As I said, for the next couple weeks, drop-in basketball is going to be on the forefront and having, some awesome games running. What can I say? I'm thankful to have everybody that comes out. So to start off, I'm going to say you could have been anywhere else listening to a different podcast, but I thank you for tuning into this one and just help this thing to grow as much as possible, because we want to bring you as much content, and I want to use this platform here to promote my upcoming tournament in February, Family Day 2025. If you check your date, put it on your calendar, that will be our next tournament for tournament number 3. But with that being said, thank you for sticking it with me and being around for the last coming up on a year. And, we have a lot more content to come out in the next few weeks. And I am just thankful to have you guys as, a community that support my stuff, support what I'm doing, and show up and show out. Because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. You guys actually inspire me to put out more content as much as possible. And I gotta say, I didn't have my awesome commentator this last drop-in on Wednesday, but either way, we're playing together the last couple weeks. We're just wondering when ball is gonna kick off, and we're now in our 3rd week. So I am truly and honestly thankful for that, and thank you guys for coming out who can make it out, and whoever can't make it out, I understand. Work comes first. You gotta make that money first, and then come out when you can. But with that being said, further ado, I thank you guys for sticking it with me through the last couple months. It's been a lot of up and down. And today I'm going to talk about psyching yourself up, because I ran into that myself today doing some physical assessment training. And I was even talking to my homeboy, Coach Mo, on the weekend, where I had to do some cardio because I realized I'm lacking cardio when it comes on to some of those physical assessment tests, which it's just kicking my butt, to say the least. And I have to get in the gym. I have to psych myself up. Burpees was one of my biggest issue today, and sit-ups. As silly as that sounds, sit-ups and burpees was my killer today. The grip strength, push and pull, I had that padded, but I need to pick up the pace on that. So I'm gonna work on some mobility when it comes on to psyching yourself up. Don't get in your own head, that type of thing. And to be honest with you, you don't even realize it sometimes how, by being tired, you start changing your workout routine, changing proper technique versus doing it, what is easiest. And I had to psych myself up today to be like, nope, we're not skipping class. You know what I mean? We're not gonna quit on this. We're gonna take it on full tilt and do what it takes to get better, because if you quit in the middle of your session, you're giving up. And I've seen a handful of people do that today, and I honestly feel sorry for them. But you gotta just push through. This is my second time going at this physical assessment, but it shows me that there's a lot of room for improvement, because even though I challenged myself today to beat my last record, which I did, but it still wasn't good enough. But that doesn't mean I'm going to quit. It just means that I am going to hit it harder at the gym this week, next week, and coming up to another fitness assessment. I'm just going to hit the ground running, to say the least. So without further ado, I'll say this. You have to be your own cheerleader. You have to be the person that cheer yourself on, no matter what. No matter how difficult things are, you have to be the one that stands in your corner. Don't doubt yourself. Be confident in yourself and just push yourself through. I literally psyched myself up to do what I need to do to get the job done. And yes, I didn't come out with a success, but it just means, it means that you need put it this way, each failure somebody run into, it's another step closer to their success. And I take that to heart. I take it without thinking about it. You know what? If I fail, it doesn't mean that all is lost. It just means that I failed this time around, but the next time around, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna defeat my dragon. I'm gonna slay the snake. Like, that's literally what I want to do. I want to make sure that I win in all facet of life. Whether on the physical side or the financial side, I'm not going to just lay down and think that all is lost. Because here's the thing. From the time we were born, if you think about this, we were learning. We're learning to eat from mom because mom was feeding us with milk, right? And then we learn how to crawl, then we learn how to walk. And no, well, we learn how to crawl, then stand, like stand up, hold our balance, and then we start making baby steps. I think that's where the term comes from. And then after all of that, you learn how to like push through certain things. Like, okay, you fall down, get right back up. And to be honest with you, I've taken those lessons, like literally, they're in my everyday life, because nothing comes easy, guys. Anybody say they have life easy, as I said in the past, it's a lie, it's a fallacy. So if you know that nothing comes easy, what do you need to do? Find out, like the 5-step. What is the problem? What caused the problem? How do I solve the problem? I can't remember the full steps of it, but it's like you got to figure out how you're going to overcome your mountain that you have to climb. Because nobody's there to force you to do it. You have to be determined that no matter what, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it with the best of my ability, and I'm going to do it with a smile on my face. And even if I'm like out of breath, I'm still going to do it. You have to be your own cheerleader. And with that being said, I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? It's like that MC Hammer song. Some of you might be too young to remember it. It says, too legit to quit. I'm too much of a perfectionist to be like, I'm going to quit on myself. I am too legit to quit. So I'm not going to just lay down and think that all is lost and, oh, I should just give up now because why do I even try? No, that's a failure's mentality, and I'll never accept that. I'll never accept that no matter what. Because at the end of the day, guys, you have to know that deep down, we all have that great person inside of us that just is screaming to come out. So if you're going to give up when the going gets tough, guess what you're going to do? You're going to set up yourself for failure. And if you keep setting up yourself for failure, you're not going to achieve your end goal. You're not going to achieve your life goal. So you have to get to the point where you're like, you know what? I can't just decide that this is too much for me to do, so I'm not going to do it because it stressed me out, or you know what, it seems as if I'm always failing at something. No, you have to go out and get it. You have to go out and get it. And I keep telling kids that I trained myself when I was doing U15 boys. I tell them that you have to go out and get what you need. You have to go out and challenge yourself to do better, do more. And if I'm teaching kids that, and I'm turning around and giving up when the going gets tough, I'm a hypocrite. I'm truly a hypocrite if I'm going to do that. So I won't be my worst enemy, to be honest with you. As much as things were difficult in the last couple months, that is in the past. I can't change the past. We have overcome it, and we're living our life and moving forward. So all I got to do is shake that dust off, get my gym stuff out. Like, I'm literally in my home gym right now. I'm gonna do a workout before bed because I'm really at the point where I'm not gonna just give up on myself. I'm gonna show the true raw nature of me putting the work in the next couple weeks, both on the court and off the court, because we cannot. I seriously, I don't know how else to say this. We cannot put ourselves to the defeat bench, like we're defeated and we're giving up and we're just gonna sit down and take defeat as if that's the be all for end all. Like, we cannot do that, guys. And I say that with you know, compassion to who is going through this, because it seems like all is lost. But you need somebody in your corner. Like, literally, the guys that were doing the training, they said, we need people like you in the gym to support people. Even though I didn't succeed, I was still supporting others to succeed, because it's like each one help one. And I was like, come on, guys, you got to dig deep. Sometimes you just got to dig deep and get that inner strength just to get through what you have to get through. And I kid you not, like, a couple of the guys, they impressed me because I've seen some record-breaking time, and I was like, okay, if these guys can do it, why can't I? Like, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to work on? And I know cardio is one of the bigger issue, but I know for a fact that sit up and push up was my biggest issue. And that's why I said Never loved burpees in the past. I've never loved burpees when I learn about it. But guess what? That's my nemesis from now on. So I'm gonna tackle him every time I see him. It's like it's on sight. As soon as I see that I have to do some burpee, it's on sight. Because I can't quit. I can't. It's like a thorn in my side. Like somebody stick a needle in my side, and I cannot quit. I cannot give up on myself, and that just shows the determination I have. And I'm gonna listen. I have a home gym that I'm working on. It's a work in progress, but I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show every step of the way where I'm putting in the work, because I am not one of those guys that give up on myself. I'm not one of those guys, and I'm not gonna start now. I am 41, and I'm happy to say I'm 41 with a determination like a 17-year-old that just want to win. But literally a 17 or 18-year-old that just realized that, oh, I can do this. I can do this at the highest level. And I'm not talking about playing for NBA or playing for big organization. I'm talking about just winning in life. It's not even on a basketball thing right now. It's just, you know what you got to do. You know what the goals you got to set. And you just got to go out and do it. And I'm literally going to show my progress, because it's like, for me, I'm visual. I got to see me climbing that ladder. I got to see me going up that physical battlefield that I have to go up right now. And I can't just sit down and take defeat. I can't anymore. I really can't. And like I said, the physical side of things help with the mental side, because as soon as you're winning on the physical side, you realize that I have the confidence to go win in the financial field. And if it means you gotta lose sleep, you gotta lose some get 4 nights where you're only sleeping for like 3 or 4 hours, that's what it means. The sacrifice it takes to win, you have to put that sacrifice in. And honestly, I got to the point where I'm like, I was kicking myself the last couple of weeks, because I just think that I'm failing at this and I'm failing at that. But I can tell you this, it's a new dawn. It's a new dawn right now. I cannot look at the past and judge myself in the past. I gotta learn from the past and keep it pushing. Like, I'm sick and tired of being that person that's doubting yourself. It's like, you have those two commentators on your shoulder. I'm not going to call it the devil and the angel, but you have 2 commentators on the shoulder, right? One on your right, one on your left, and one is telling you, oh, why don't you just give up and throw in the towel? Why don't you just, you know that you're a failure, why don't you just give up? And the guy on the left is like, come on, man. What are you talking about? You've been here before. This is easy workout for you. You know you can do this. You just need to get back in the game. And I tell people, like, it's sports to me is like riding a bike. As soon as you get back on the bike and start pedaling, it comes all back to you. It comes back to you rushing, like, oh, I used to do this from when I was a kid. And I might not have fancy gym equipment. I might not have the equipment that I need to be excelling at the best level. But guess what? I have the imagination to build the stuff that I don't have from the gym, and it might not be pristine, but it might be good enough to get me over the hump that I'm at, because I am not gonna settle for mediocre anymore. And that's what it feels like I've been doing lately. I've been settling for mediocre. Like, I don't get to work out as much as possible. I find every excuse in the book not to work out. And it stops here. It seriously stops here. I am sick and tired of being like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Put it off until tomorrow. I'll make sure I get it done tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and it's like rinse and repeat. I find another excuse not to go for a run, not to get up, do some sit up, do some push up. My goal this week, at the end of October 6th to October 12, is to do at least 500 push-up. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it's going to work out. If I have to start off by 10 and start off by 15 and try to get 30 or 60 done in the morning. So between Sunday to Saturday, I have 7 days to do 500 push-up. If I push past that mark, great. But that's my goal. And as I said, I'm going to record every single step of my journey so you guys can see me going through the motions. Because, like I said, guys, I cannot quit on myself. I am my biggest opponent and I'm my biggest supporter. So which one am I going to be? Am I going to be the opponent fighting against myself, fighting against my inner strength? Or I'm going to be the supporter that I need in my corner to say, dig deep. You need to dig deep and find the extra gear to go the extra mile. because I cannot and I will not quit on myself. And like I said, right now I'm looking into being a personal trainer, and maybe that's why I'm so hard on myself. So when I'm training somebody, it's nothing personal, but I've been down this road myself. I have first-hand personal experience. So if I end up training somebody, whether in basketball or fitness and strength building or whatever the case may be, trust me when I said I've been through the gutters, been through the shout out to Coach Mo, because Coach Mo brought me to the gym and put me to work. And I can tell you that I was sore for a good 4 days. So shout out to Coach Mo. And like I said, like tomorrow, I'm going to hit the gym again. I'm going to work out light tonight. A light workout because I worked out today already and the muscles are stressed. But I'm going to have a good night's sleep and hit the ground running tomorrow. Whether I work out in the morning or in the afternoon, I'll bring you guys that footage. Because like I said, I am done feeling sorry for myself. Point blank period. I am done feeling sorry for myself. So if it means that I have to put the work in, get that inner strength, find the extra gear, do whatever I need to do to get the work done, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I am, like I said in the beginning, I am too legit to quit. So I'm not going to quit on myself. I'm not going to doubt myself anymore. I'm going to get that work in. And please, guys, stay tuned for the drop-in basketball, because I'll be trying to bring them in on a weekly basis. After I upload this recording, I'll try to upload a couple videos. Like, I'm going to try to make it into shorts so it's easier for people to watch, so you don't have to sit there and watch it for a good 2-3 hours. But I got to shout out my nephew. My nephew actually gave me that idea to make some shorts. So at least, if somebody's going to watch it, they're going to watch it for a minute or maybe a minute and a half and see what they like and what they dislike and see what they can improve on. But like the long forms videos, I will be cutting them down significantly, because some of them are just shots that we missed or shots that we didn't make or whatever the case may be. But, stay tuned for those. I'm going to try to upload them as much as possible. But I thank you guys. I really, really do. Thank you guys for sticking with me through my ups and downs. And, it's just my 2.0 workout schedule that I'm going to go on. And yeah, we don't have winter yet, but I'm going to start before the winter hits, because one of my plans is for recovery, if I need to, if instead of trying to buy like one of those hyperbolic chamber that some of those fitness gurus are hyping up, we have a lot of snow here in Canada. So my hyperbolic chamber, when I feel the muscle cramp coming on or the soreness, if it's not a cold ice bath, it's going to be rolling around in the snow outside after my body cool down, because I figured this out from taking advice from my brother. Shout out to Daryl Fitness in New York. He actually said the ice plunge or the ice bath is a good thing for recovery. And I've tested that theory. I had muscle cramp and run cold water on my leg where the muscle cramp was, and I watched the muscle cramp dissipate. So, you don't fix what's already working. You just rinse and repeat and use what's already working. So, like I said, guys, I am on this journey. I'm going to take you guys on this journey with me as well. I hope you guys stay tuned for all the tips and tricks that I will give you guys in the coming future. And one thing I'll tell you guys, if you're going to follow along, if you're going to be on the fitness journey with me, please make sure you drink lots of water. Make sure you stretch before and after. It seems tedious to be stretching before and after, but as a 41-year-old that sees the stretching that helps, it helps. And if you're feeling fatigue after basketball, or you're feeling like some part of the mechanics is off, I highly recommend. This is not I'm not getting paid for this, but I highly recommend checking out the guy called Knees Over Toe Guy, because he has helped me with my jumper's knee hurting. He has helped me significantly. I've reached out to the guy, and I am yet to do his program. But when I'm doing his program in the winter, because I'll be doing some of those workouts in the winter, I will bring you guys along on that journey. Like I said, I am on a fitness journey, and I would love to have you guys tune in, be a part of it, be involved in it if you want to. And if I have to go live to get you guys involved, so be it. Like I said, I will be doing this over the next couple weeks. Even throughout the winter, I will be going hard. And I have a special surprise when the winter hits here in Canada and we get some snow. I am going to take on certain challenges that I've never taken on in my life before. And it's going to seem crazy, but guess what? When you're different and you're built different, you do different things. So again, stay tuned, guys. I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I thank you guys so much for tuning in for the last couple weeks, and I really appreciate you guys tuning into the videos because it helped me grow, helped my channel grow, and it helps me bring whatever I'm trying to teach you guys out to the world. So, we might be located here in Canada, but I really want to reach the world, and I want to help anybody that needs that help. So stay tuned. We want to use sports to heal the entire planet if we can. If that's God's plan for us, we want to use sports to help everybody that's needing this type of therapy, this type of workout routine, this type of journey that we're going on. Trust me, it helps the mind and it helps the body. So please, please, please tune in. Stay tuned. Have fun on this journey with us, and I would love to have one-on-one live discussion with people if they need tips and tricks, if they're not here in Canada or here in the city that I live. But feel free to reach out. My number is in previous podcasts. Reach out. Let me know what you need, and I'll happy to help anybody with their growth. Again, this is Rolotech Sports Health and Fitness Podcast, and I thank you for tuning in on October 5th. Rollo out. Thank you.